man, you see that flag, that's indicating just how strong those winds are. So I'm going to put the rain into motion for you, but I want you to keep in mind a lot of this is weakening. So I've taken kind of the core of this. See, even that thunderstorm developing in Victoria right now. So I want you to think this energy is originating well southwest of us, and if a little piece of that could move over Fort Bend County, I'd say 714, Sugar Land heads up, Houston downtown 751. But with a lot of this energy weakening, it will probably be in the form of some showers, but it could be enough to disrupt your morning commute. You know, if you're just waking up, but you don't really hit the roadways till, let's say, 7:30 this morning, roads could be slick, and there could be some slick spots out there for you. So again, zooming in where it's raining, where we've seen the strongest thunderstorm from Palacios, Bay City. Notice that the National Weather Service did expire that special weather statement. All indications that thunderstorm that was so powerful in Port Lavaca earlier this morning has dramatically weakened. A lot of that energy pushed offshore. With that being said, take note, I-10 westbound, Columbus, Sealy, heads up west, western Katy. Those are all areas that could be looking maybe at a few showers. Here's I-10 if that's your typical commute. Notice even a few lightning strikes this morning. So just west of the city, not a whole lot inside the loop, but notice on if you go to the western beltway, here's 290 from Cypress to Jersey Village, maybe an isolated shower, just enough to dampen the roadways to create those slick spots, you know, just to be a nuisance for the morning commute. We do have another line of stronger thunderstorms, and that's expected for the evening hours. And that's where the severe storm threat is. Notice Montgomery County at a level 2, barely clipping Northwest Harris County at a level 2. I don't think everyone will see strong thunderstorms, but those of you who do could see some hail or some very strong winds, and maybe even totals up to 2.5 inches of rain. This just kicks off a wet weather pattern that's going to last through the upcoming weekend. So notice all of our airport sites. So this is IAH, under cloudy skies, 80 degrees. Galveston, partly cloudy, 79. Brenham, showing some showers. This is the spot that I've been watching where we have seen some active rain. Otherwise, think partly to mostly cloudy skies with all this moisture continuing to grow. Pausing our future track at 9 a.m. Let me tell you, I've been checking our different and latest model runs, and the guidance is a little all over the place, exactly what we're going to see, because if we take a lot of this energy earlier in the day, we're going to wait some time before those thunderstorms develop this evening. If we really don't see much at all, I think a line of thunderstorms even by 8 o'clock will be possible. So I'm showing you the HRRR right now, 8 o'clock this evening. Notice the line of thunderstorms just north of our northernmost counties here. Then this moves through about 10, 11, midnight, and then fairly offshore overnight. Now tomorrow is a different setup. Every single day, I want you to think of waves or rounds of rain through Sunday. Every single day, we're going to be tracking the chance for some scattered showers and developing thunderstorms, where a few of these thunderstorms could produce anywhere from 1/2 to 1.5 inches of rain. And by the end of the weekend, we could be looking at rainfall totals around 5, 6, 7 inches of rain. So every single day, they'll just kind of accumulating. Today, storms possible. I'm going to be watching this closely, not only the morning, but remember for the evening hours, our chief meteorologist, David Paul, will be in. And then notice Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, those rain chances continue to ramp up. So overall, Jen, it's just a huge pattern change starting today. I'll send it over to you.
Yeah.
Storm really weakening across the area. I mean, you can see a couple lightning strikes close to Port Lavaca there. Edna has a few lightning strikes. Again, out of our area, but as I zoom out, what I'm tracking here locally, so across 290, across I-10, 59 southbound, maybe a lightning strike or two, but this is rain that could very well disrupt your morning commute. I want you to be prepared for some slick spots out there. There's damp conditions. And notice from Columbus into Sealy this morning, here's Katy, not out of the question. You could be dealing with some active showers. Now, Eagle Lake, look at that, one lightning strike. Here's Wallace, one lightning strike. So this isn't severe here locally, but we are tracking some wet weather. I want you to be prepared in case you have to use those windshield wipers for the first part of the day. So I have early showers. Now, overall temperatures today still building into the upper 80s. That's still going to be very warm and very humid for your Tuesday. Storms possible even late afternoon, early evening. I think that Future Track, our models are trying to still get a good handle on the timing of that next line of thunderstorms. But Jen, I say this evening, keep your guard up. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, I love it. Hey, take a look, live look outside. This is Port O'Connor, so closer into Port Lavaca. We were tracking some really strong thunderstorms. I'm going to take you to our radar. This shot compared to an hour ago, completely different, And that's all because of that thunderstorm in Port Lavaca, close to Port O'Connor. It has completely fizzled out. So live look, southwest, yeah, both of those thunderstorms that were coming out of Victoria and Port Lavaca, they have, again, completely weakened, completely fizzled out. But the energy from those thunderstorms have elongated, and that is why we're tracking some showers moving in from the west. And some of these showers could impact the heart of Harris County and maybe even areas east of. Let me get to it. Here's Sealy, Eagle Lake. Notice Columbus. There's I-10 westbound, Monteville. Here's Katy. Katy, a few showers right now, but see how once you go to Sealy and into Columbus on I-10, that's where some of that yellow is. I am taking our lightning counter and putting it over. Now, precipitation rate about a ½ inch per hour. That's where we're seeing some of the yellow, but no lightning. There is no lightning in the showers. I have seen a few lightning strikes, though, areas west of the city, closer into Sealy and Columbus. So don't be surprised. But again, looking at Cypress, did you see how we saw 2 lightning strikes, but they're gone now? So about 10 minutes ago, we had those, and now it's really, really weakened from Jersey Village into Cypress along 290. Maybe some showers creating some slick spots out there inside the loop. Haven't seen much as of yet, but if this holds together, some of the showers that are sitting west of the city could move overhead. I want you to think the timeline there, 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. Big picture on our 7-day forecast. Today begins a huge wet weather pattern change. Look at all this rain every single day through the weekend and into your Memorial Day. We are tracking rain. So there's not a day that's completely rain-free. And at this point, I think it's going to be this evening that we could be tracking even a few stronger thunderstorms. Now, our hourly observations, these are taken from the airport sites in each city. So IAH, maybe a few showers at Bush Intercontinental Airport. From Galveston, cloudy skies. Brenham now reporting some showers. Same for Tomball. So again, some of those showers out west could make for some slick spots, damp conditions. Don't be surprised if you have to use your windshield wipers a few times out the door this morning. Then I think we get a little bit of a break midday, and that's when we could start to see the atmosphere re-energize itself, where thunderstorms are possible this evening. Jen, that's why the Storm Prediction Center has increased the threat level, especially this evening and potentially overnight into early tomorrow morning, of some stronger thunderstorms. But I know we have wet roads out the door this morning. Over to you.
We do.